Hello and welcome to Fanchi Enterprises Presents. In this video we delve into some fascinating historical topics related to the foundations of America. Our focus is on the arguments made by author David Horowitz in his 2018 book Dark Agenda: The War to Destroy Christian America. Horowitz makes the bold claim that there is an outright war being waged by the political left against Christian America and the core principles this nation was founded upon, ideals like individual equality and freedom. According to Horowitz, this isn't merely an attack on religion, but an assault on America itself and its foundational values, which he traces back to explicitly Christian origins. He argues these egalitarian principles that the framers enshrined are insurmountable obstacles to the radical left's totalitarian ambitions to remake society in their own image. So where does Horowitz root these founding American ideals? Well, he points to a pivotal document, the Mayflower Compact of 1620. Let's take a closer look. When the Pilgrims landed in the New World after fleeing persecution by the Church of England, the male passengers signed this agreement before disembarking at Cape Cod. It established a civil body politic, with the stated purpose of crafting just and equal laws for the good of their new colony. In Horowitz's view, the Mayflower Compact was effectively America's first social contract. The idea that government derives its authority from the consent of the governed, and that all citizens are entitled to equality under the law. He sees these principles as the bedrock of the future American nation. So how did these Christian ideas give rise to the secular Republic of the United States? Well, Horowitz argues it was the logical outcome of core Protestant Reformation doctrines. Firstly, the belief in justification by faith, that people are imperfect and salvation comes through God's grace alone. This supported the American view that government needs checks and balances to constrain the corrupt human inclinations of those in power. Secondly, the priesthood of all believers rejected the Catholic notion of an ordained clergy mediating the relationship between individuals and God. Horowitz claims this doctrine underpinned the Declaration's statements that all men are created equal and have inalienable rights from their Creator. Ideas, he says, spurred movements like the abolition of slavery and women's suffrage. Of course, one of the key tenets separating America from government-sanctioned religion was the First Amendment's Establishment Clause prohibiting the establishment of an official state church. Horowitz argues the framers intended this clause to prevent the suppression of religious freedom that he claims is now epidemic in American schools. A major turning point was the 1962 Supreme Court case Engel v. Vitale, stemming from a legal challenge to this simple 22-word prayer from the New York Board of Regents. Almighty God, we acknowledge our dependence upon Thee, and we beg Thy blessings upon us, our parents, our teachers and our country. The court relied on Thomas Jefferson's idea of a wall of separation between church and state, from his 1802 letter to the Danbury Baptists. 6 justices ruled that the prayer violated the Establishment Clause, essentially creating a new, constitutional right for a non-believing minority to restrict the majority's freedom of religious expression in public schools. In Horowitz's eyes, this was a pivotal moment when the secular left embraced the Establishment Clause as a potent weapon to marginalize and silence religious voices. Discussing the Christian origins of American values like in the Mayflower Compact now risked violating the court's precedent. These are just some of the key historical arguments Horowitz saw as the leftist attack on Christian America. Tracing ideological threads from the Pilgrims through to the founding and ultimately the battles still raging today over the role of religion in public life raises concerns. Horowitz's perspective is fascinating food for thought. This information can be found in the book titled The Energy Transition and the Struggle for Global Governance by Dr. John R. Fanchi, published by World Scientific. More information and related books by the author, including The Goldilocks Policy and Energy in the 21st Century, 5th edition, are available at fanchi.com. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching.